Alright, so here we are in the ban phase. This is going to be interesting to see what the teams decide to ban, because, you know, we have new dynamics. You know, we've got new players. There's 2 new players that joined in the last week, and both of which are playing right now. That's very important to note. And I do think it's going to result in, you know, some very, very interesting, you know, results, obviously. I think that, you know, I think there is a lot of noteworthy... What's the wording I'm looking for here? The dynamic of the team being different is a big deal. Alright, so our bans are Dragapult, Garchomp, Buzzwole, and Clefable. So Buzzwole and Clefable makes perfect sense as, you know, Clefable is a broken support, and Buzzwole is the most powerful Pokemon in a 1v1 situation. Dragapult being banned is a good hit to Lionheart, as I believe that is Lionheart's main, and Garchomp is a good ban against maybe Red Gates. I do think that Red Gates frequently plays the all-arounder aspect of things. Anyway, Argent Umbry has first picked Hoopa, which is a completely valid first pick. I do think Hoopa is a very powerful, if not the most powerful support, and if it is not the most powerful, then it is definitely second behind Clefable. It is very, like, skill intensive, and you have to, like, you have to know what you're doing, but when Hoopa goes off, Hoopa is, like, crazy. In response, we have a defender pick and an attacker between the Blastoise and the Greninja. The opposing team has Zera on Trevenant. Sceptile is going to go with the Leafeon. And then, in response to that, Red Gates is playing Metagross, who he is learning. This is Metagross's first usage from Red Gates in an actual game. And Eli picks the Snorlax. And to counter that, we have Delphox, and we have also Zarina from Unholy Knight. The team on the left has 1 Pokemon of each role, which is not a common thing. Usually you see 2 defenders, and, like, you know, maybe even a second support somewhere in there, or a second attacker. But a speedster can work for that, honestly. And also Ray is on Eldegoss. Ray has been playing quite a bit of Eldegoss, and, you know, Ray seems to enjoy it, so, you know, it's a good pick. It is a good pick. Alright, the preparations timer has run down, and it is time for us to get into game number 1 of the CBAT number 3. And just as a reminder that all of these matches will be getting uploaded to YouTube tomorrow morning. Or at my earliest possible convenience tomorrow. It really comes down to how busy I am. How do I feel about these matches? Well, looking at the matchup, I do know Lionheart dabbles in Blastoise quite a bit. I know that one guy plays basically only Greninja, and I understand that Ray plays quite a bit of Eldegoss, so I do think that this could really go either way. It seems like Sceptile may be having connection issues here, so who knows? Maybe Sceptile does a disconnect and it's a funny 4v5 and they end up being defeated. But I really hope that that is just not the case. Alright. It is time for game number 1 to begin. Let us follow the Hoopa. Let's follow the Hoopa. Alright, so we are off to a start of which, you know, everyone is going to farm up. They are going to go in. And we have Hoopa top lane. Usually I think Hoopa prefers to be in the bottom lane, because it's better to be able to quickly teleport everyone to that bottom objective. And we're going to immediately have some conflict as Hoopa's going to encounter Red Gates in the bush. Eli is appearing to try and stack, which is good. Red Gates is going to extend very hard, but he's also stacking, it looks like, as he goes to score 2 points. He's going to run away. and Redgates is going to end up fainting as the Leafeon is here a little bit early. The Leafeon only killed half of the jungle. And Snorlax is going to try and sleep on the Leafeon, but the Leafeon's going to just start hitting it with, like, the powerful, you know, the powerful Solar Blades, and we're even going to steal a Pokemon there. And as a result, both of these two died, which is very rough for a start. Now let's go ahead and follow the Leafeon as it makes its journey down to the bot lane. We are going to finally pick up our second jungle buff, it looks like. And are we going to go back top? It looks like we are going back top as the Greninja has come in to, you know, help contest here. Eli is overextended, and since the Leafeon came back, this is going to result in a fainted Snorlax. That one guy is here at level 6, but tragically, he is going to, you know, face an unfortunate end as, you know, the Leafeon does a lot of damage regardless of the fact that the Hoopa is, not the Hoopa, the Leafeon is a lower level than it. Alright, now let's rotate bot lane to see what's going on down here. It looks like Lionheart and Ray had some conflict, and they are a little bit up experience-wise against Redluck Fox and Zera here. It looks like they maybe got a kill early or something, but they are doing a fantastic job as Lionheart's about to hit level 7. But the Leafeon is here, and he's going to provide some pressure and keep the Blastoise away from level 7. And now we just need to play it very, very wisely. We got to play smart, and Zera goes in for a 5-point dunk to get a stack and also level up. Alright, Ray is going to, you know, help heal and stuff, as Redgates has decided to rotate bot lane. And now, that's going to be a KO on the Trevenant, and we are going to get multiple scores done as the Blastoise is forcing the Stealthfox all the way back. Leafeon's going to come in with its Unite move, however, and after flashing away, Lionheart's going to be able to just barely sneak away with that. That is huge. But we decided to go in again, which is kind of spicy, a little bit dangerous. We like to live dangerously. Redgates is going to sneak off to try and hit level 6, and then, you know, subsequently higher levels as well, as Lionheart and Ray are going to take this indeedy. Now, we have the objectives. They have spawned. What will we do about the objectives? Well, it looks like, let's see what blue team's up to. Looks like they're all top, and it looks like they're opting for Alecki early here. Alecki is a fair pick for the first objective, I do think. As especially when you're already ahead in the lane, it can, you know, snowball very quickly. It presents a threat that the other team has to deal with, and now Hoopa is going to warp everyone to the bottom lane, using its ability to make a portal. And this is the part of the game where Hoopa is broken. The objectives. And now, that is just something you cannot fight against. Hoopa is going to teleport everyone bot lane instantly, and while the top lane is fighting off the Alecki, the bot lane now has to deal with the fact that the Reggie buff has gone to the blue team. Alright, here we have Leafeon using a Unite move, and unfortunately Ray's not going to be able to survive that one. And now everyone's just backing up. We're going to get more experience, more farming done. And Hoopa is going to make a portal back to the top lane, but the Zarina missed it. The Zarina did not expect the portal to occur. So now Snorlax is going to be able to get to score again, and Zarina is going to be a little bit later than probably should be, but there they are. Alright, now our Greninja is going to try and fight off these Pokemon, but it has to be cautious because if Greninja faints, then obviously Greninja gives them more experience. Unholy Knight is up here with very, very low HP, and are we going to be able to save Unholy? No, just barely not going to survive there. And now we have a Unite move coming out from the Metagross. That's going to kill on the Delphox, and now it looks like we're crushing on this Hoopa too, it looks like. But we've overextended. Everyone gets warped to the top lane by the Hoopa, and they were prepared for that. And that's just the power of Hoopa in a coordinated situation. Alright, now, Hoopa is going to try and go back, and the bot lane is being scored on by Blastoise and also Ray. And if you look at the experience level-wise, this game is actually surprisingly close. The team on the right, despite the fact that they lost the Reggie, is only down 1 level overall. And after the Blastoise hits 10, now the teams have an even level, which is very noteworthy. Three of the Pokemon on the blue team are at level 10, or no, sorry, 9. One hit 10 as I was saying that, causing me to make a Freudian slip. And the other team is all level 10 except for Ray, who is level 9, but that's a support, so it makes more sense. Alright, so we have a Unite move used on the Blastoise, and Blastoise is going to unleash its Unite move, barely survive, but Ray is just barely not going to be able to save the Blastoise. But it looks like Redgates here is going to probably get the steal on the Reggie, it looks like. And yes, Redgates did in fact get the steal on the Reggie, and this is going to be a dead Delphox, because, you know... Oh, wait, hold up. Here comes Trevenant to save the day. Redgates is still fighting him off. I think he can win this even. Snorlax is here to help. Are they going to actually pull off any KOs here, or are they going to be forced back? Well, it looks like Redgates has to get out of there, and Snorlax is going to sleep with its Unite move. And here we go. We have a big team fight. We've got Snorlax slamming, and trying to you know, be generally thick. But Snorlax is by himself at this point. His teammates have abandoned him, and he did not realize. But that's okay, because everyone else gets out of there alive, which reduces the amount of experience gained by the blue team by a dramatic amount. And now the team on the right is in the lead as far as levels is concerned. They are all at least level 11, and the team on the left has 4 people at level 10. The only thing that the team on the left has right now is that score advantage, and honestly, if they're able to just play defense for the entirety of the game, they can still win. But that is tragically just not how Unite works. Alright, and that is a big knockout moment, and we do have a big feint. And now we have a huge team fight up top, as we have Blastoise fighting off the Zarina. But we also have, you know, Trevenant using the hammers, dropping the hammers and such. And we're going to just keep fighting them off, but Greninja's going to extend a little bit too hard, get caught by the Leafeon as it drops a big backline slam. Snorlax is going to go take a nap on their goal, and Snorlax is now going to do a big body slam over there. Lionheart's barely alive, he's getting out of there. Rayquaza has appeared, and Snorlax is pushing them backwards down their lane, but Snorlax has fainted as a result of his actions. Lionheart's going to extend a little bit too hard, too, and end up fainting. Ray is not going to be able to do the damage to keep them alive, or heal them to keep them alive. That one guy is trying to pick them off while running away. He successfully kills the Zarina. Redgates is here now. Redgates escapes the Unite move, and he's going to... What is he doing? He's fighting 3v1. But tragically, the rest of the team is just not there for him. Alright, but here they are. Here's Ray, avoiding a fire spin at rapid high speeds. And now we've got more team fight action. We've got the Snorlax. The Snorlax is trying its best to fight them all off, but it's not going to succeed. The Snorlax is going to faint. Lionheart is in there. He's trying to cause problems. And the 3 of these are going to collaborate as Zarina also appears and picks up the KO. And now, this is a free Rayquaza for the blue team if they are able to successfully hold this off and not get stolen from. Everyone backs off of the Rayquaza. They are no longer fighting it. They are no longer fighting it. Rayquaza could take this time to heal if it wanted to, but it's not going for it. Redgates is chasing them away. Zera has to be careful here. He could genuinely die, and for whatever reason, the entire blue team just left. They just left! The entire blue team just left! Is the red team going to be able to kill this in time? I'm not sure. Trevenant comes back. Hoopa's here now. Okay, we're going to drop the hammers. Powerful hammer attacks. But we have another Unite. This one coming out from the Blastoise. And then one coming out from the Metagross as well. It's got the tough claws. Got to be careful of that. And Zarina's going to faint. But Trevenant kills the... Wait, did Trevenant... Oh, Zarina didn't faint. Trevenant actually KO'd the Metagross before Zarina fainted. And they're going to actually be able to hold this off. And that was just a 2-minute fight for Rayquaza. And the team on the left is going to pick up the W as a result. And for the first time in franchise history, Team Tyrannical Eevees gets Game 1. That's awesome. Great to hear that for them. I'm so proud of them, honestly.